Traveling up north, down south, or just around Metro Manila, whether it's Baguio, Calabarzon, Bicol, or crossing over to Visayas or Mindanao, this video will be your guide to PITX, the hub for land travel from Metro Manila to almost anywhere in the Philippines. What's up, beach listeners? It's Hannah. For over 15 years, our team, together with the Port Traveler, has been exploring the Philippines to list out the best that the country has to offer. Opened in 2018, the Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange, or PITX, is the first land port in the Philippines. It was built to make travel between Metro Manila and provinces all over the country smoother, faster, and more efficient. Now we'll walk you through the routes and transport modes available, food spots for a quick bite, and other facilities that you'll find helpful as a passenger. This one-stop terminal's first two levels are filled with shops, restaurants, and other commuter services. Everything you need while waiting for your ride. There's even an LTO licensing center here. It's a busy, well-equipped terminal that now serves thousands of passengers every single day. And it's now connected to the LRT1 via the newly opened Asia World PITX station on the third level. More on that later. You'll find PITX along Kennedy Road in Tambo, Parañaque City. It is conveniently located near the north end of Cavitex and is just a few blocks from NAIA Road. In fact, it's only about 20 minutes from the airport, making it a great option for arriving travelers who want to head straight to the provinces by bus. But for those flying in and planning to spend at least a day in Manila before heading to their final stop in the northern or southern provinces, we have a list of the top hotels near NAIA or Manila Airport on our website. Make sure to use our promo code PHBeachClub for additional discounts. And if the code doesn't work, you can always redeem your discount voucher via this link, philippinebeaches.org/Klook. You can also check Agoda and use Agoda TPT for up to 10% off on accommodations. Here are some ways to get to PITX. Looking for a budget-friendly way to get to PITX, consider the LRT1 or Light Rail Transit Line 1, one of Metro Manila's main train lines. It currently connects 5 major cities, namely Quezon City, Caloocan, Manila, Pasay, and Parañaque, making it a great option if you're coming from anywhere along this route. Just a reminder that bags and luggage will be inspected at station entrances for a security check. With the addition of 5 new stations, LRT1 now has 25 active stops, and one of them is exactly where you want to go. PITX Station, also known as Asia World Station. If you're on a southbound train, getting to PITX is super simple. Just follow the signs to the exit, which will lead you straight to the third level of the PITX terminal. If you're on a northbound train, just cross to the other side using the pedestrian bridge located at the northern end of the platform. We made a separate video guide fully dedicated to LRT1 and you can check it out here. We'll also put the link in the description. We have a whole playlist on transportation in Metro Manila on the channel too. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified when we have new videos. If you're watching from Facebook, support us by following our page. Now, if you're in Metro Manila, there's one road you definitely know. EDSA, short for Epifanio de los Santos Avenue. It's the Metro's main artery stretching from north to south and passing through cities like Caloocan, Quezon City, San Juan, Mandaluyong, Makati, and Pasay. And if you're coming from anywhere along EDSA, the quickest and cheapest way to get to PITX is by hopping on a southbound EDSA carousel bus, which ends right at PITX itself. But here's the catch. EDSA carousel stations aren't built the same. Some will have you walking through MRT stations, while others just require you to cross a footbridge. If you're hauling luggage, that part might be a bit tricky, but once you're on the bus, the ride is pretty straightforward. Just make sure you're on the southbound lane and keep your eyes peeled for the signboards that read PITX. We have a whole video on EDSA carousel on our channel, which you can find here. There's still another way if you're coming from EDSA, and that is taking the MRT3. However, this requires you to transfer from the MRT3 Taft Station to the LRT1 EDSA station, then hop on a southbound train to PITX Station. And again, you need to go through the bag security checks at the entrances of both MRT3 and LRT1 stations. So, if you want a more comfortable public transport experience, the EDSA carousel is your best bet. Taking a taxi is also an option. However, some drivers might try to negotiate a fixed rate instead of using the meter. If you decide to ride a taxi, insist on using the meter and make sure that it is running as soon as your trip begins. If you're coming from the airport, know that there are 3 types of taxis available at NAIA. coupon or fixed rate taxi, yellow metered taxi, regular metered taxi. Fares vary across options, and no matter which type of taxi you take, you will be given a dispatch slip at the booth. This slip includes the taxi's details and contact numbers in case you encounter any issues during your ride. Keep this dispatch slip with you. If you're coming from anywhere in Metro Manila, including the airport, booking a ride through a ride-hailing app is often the most convenient option, especially if you're carrying luggage or don't want to wait for the bus to fill up before it leaves. Grab, InDrive, and Joyride are some of the most commonly used ride-hailing apps in the metro. You can book either a 4-seater or 6-seater car from their mobile apps available on Android and iOS. While it's a bit pricier than taking a regular taxi, the perks include seeing the fare upfront and the ability to track your ride in real time. To give you an idea of the cost in 2025, if you're coming from Caloocan, Metro Manila's northernmost city, the fares to PITX range from 700 pesos to 1,000 pesos. If you're booking from Muntinlupa in the Metro South, the fare is between 400 and 600 pesos. If you're hailing a ride from NAIA, the fare is typically 120 to 170 pesos. Keep in mind that fares vary depending on the time of day, distance, and type of vehicle. It's best practice to check all three apps first to compare prices and get the best deal before booking. Honestly, you'll find plenty of ways and modes to get to PITX. Traditional and modern jeepneys, UB Express vans, city buses, and provincial buses have routes that end right here. And speaking of routes, let's break down the different transport options you'll find at PITX. The first and second levels of the PITX building host the boarding gates for the different transport modes. To get to the main entrance of the building, where you'll also find the concierge booth or information center, enter through Terminal Entrance 2 on the ground or first level. You'll immediately spot Gate 5 from the concierge booth. Boarding gates 5 to 10 are located on this floor. Meanwhile, gates 1 to 4 are on the second floor. As of the making of this video, here are the available routes and transport modes. The boarding gate assignment per route may change from time to time, so don't forget to check the official website and Facebook page for updated gate assignments. Gate 1 is the boarding platform for some Cavite buses heading to Trece Martires, Las Marinas, and General Mariano Alvarez or GMA. There's no turnstile lining this gate, so that means you can just head straight to your bus and get your ticket from the bus conductor. To locate Gate 1, take the escalator situated between Gate 7 and 8 on the first level. From Gate 1, head west to reach Gates 2 to 4. Gate 2 also covers other Cavite buses, particularly those bound for Tagaytay, Mendez, Alfonso, and Amadeo. This will also be your boarding gate if you're taking long-haul buses to Mindoro, Bicol, Visayas, and Mindanao. At Gate 2, you'll find turnstiles at the entrance. This means you must first purchase your ticket from the designated ticket booth, then scan it to enter this boarding gate. Gate 3 does not currently function as a departure or boarding platform. Instead, it serves as an arrival gate for provincial buses. So this works as an entrance to the terminal for passengers arriving from the provinces. You'll notice the security checkpoint at the gate to screen passengers entering PITX. Moving on to Gate 4. This is the last gate located at the leftmost end of the second level and near the restroom. This boarding gate serves Bicol and Baguio bound buses and also requires you to purchase your ticket at the designated ticket booth. Once it's time for boarding, proceed to the turnstiles and scan your ticket to get to the boarding platforms. Gate 5 is the easternmost boarding gate on the ground level of PITX. So if you're coming from the main entrance, you have to walk westward or to your left to find gates 6 to 10. But let's focus first on Gate 5. This gate is dedicated to provincial buses, especially those bound for Batangas, Laguna, and Quezon. To board, passengers simply scan their tickets at the turnstiles and head to their assigned base. But wait, if you're heading to NAIA, whether Terminal 1, 2, or 3, this is also your boarding gate. Just let the staff at the turnstile know you're taking the UB Express bus to the airport. They'll open a side passage for you. No need to use the turnstile. From there, just head to Bay 32 where the UB Express bus awaits. Now let's talk about Gate 6. If you're headed to Cavite, especially to places like Naik or Ternate, this is your spot. You'll usually hear the bus conductors calling for passengers. It might sound a bit chaotic at first, but don't worry. If you're not sure where to go, just ask one of them. They'll happily point you to the right bus. As for the fare, no need to worry about tickets at the gate. You'll pay once you're on the bus, usually right before or after the trip starts. Cavite buses extend to Gate 7, particularly those with routes to Cavite City and Lancaster City. You'll also find Cavite-bound modern jeepneys here. And if you prefer riding UV Express, you can hop into a van heading to Paliparan in Dasmariñas, Cavite, or Southwoods Mall Transport Terminal in Binyan, Laguna. There are turnstiles at this gate, but no need to scan anything if you're taking a bus, jeepney, or van. Just go straight to your ride and then pay your fare on board. Things take an urban turn at Gate 8. This is a turf of city buses and modern jeepneys going around Metro Manila. If you're headed to BGC in Taguig or Alabang in Muntinlupa, this is your gate. Just look for the city buses with those signs up front. Now, if you're going to Asiana, Lawton, Nichols, Sucat, or Badia, this is also where you can ride a modern jeepney. And nope, no need to buy a ticket in advance. Just walk up, get on, and pay your fare to the conductor or driver once you're seated. Gate 9 serves mostly the northern cities of Metro Manila and a couple of Bulacan routes. This gate hosts city buses taking passengers to North EDSA, Fairview, Navotas, and Valenzuela, as well as provincial buses bound for Sapang Palay and Balagtas in Bulacan. There are no turnstiles at this gate, so you can easily make your way to your designated bus bay and get your ticket on board. Gate 10's bus bays 1 to 5 are dedicated to northbound EDSA carousel buses, meaning these buses have signboards that read Monumento, MCU, Balintawak. Meanwhile, bus bays 6 to 8 are reserved for hotel employee shuttles of City of Dreams, Soler, and Okada. Not far from this gate, you'll find traditional jeepneys with routes to Baclaran, Divisoria, and FTI parked just outside the building's leftmost exit. By now, you've probably noticed that there are all kinds of rides at PITX, from city buses and provincial buses to modern jeepneys and UV Express vans. And yep, the ticketing process can be a little different for each one. But don't worry, we're breaking it down nice and simple. If you're taking a city bus, a Cavite-bound bus, or a modern jeepney, it's super straightforward. Just head to the gate assigned to your route. You'll usually see conductors or drivers calling out destinations. If you're not sure, just ask. Once you hop on, pay your fare inside. Easy, right? Now, if you're taking a provincial bus, say to Batangas, Quezon, or farther out, the process is a bit more structured. There are dedicated ticket booths for these routes. Each booth handles different destinations, so check the signs or ask the staff. Once you've bought your ticket, it will tell you which gate and bus bay to go to when it's time to board, and which seat to take, among others. More on this in a bit. By the way, you can either get a ticket for the next available trip or book one ahead if you're planning to leave at a later time or date. For provincial bus ticket holders, here's what it looks like. You will see the following details. QR code, this will be scanned at the gate when it's time for you to board your bus. Bus company, this shows the name of the bus company where you purchased your ticket. Departure terminal, it tells you where you're departing from, which in this case is PITX. Destination or route. This one indicates the city or town you are heading to. Departure date and time. It shows the date and time your bus is scheduled to depart. Seat assignment. This is the one to check for your assigned seat number. And the gate and bay. This directs you to your designated gate and bus bay for boarding. Just a friendly reminder to be at the gate at least 30 minutes before your departure time, and always pay attention to announcements such as calls for boarding and trip changes. For your easy reference, here are the ticket booth assignments as of the making of this video. Please note that this information is subject to change, so be sure to check the official website or message them through their Facebook page for updates. Make your way to Ticket Booth 1 if you're traveling to Albay, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, Catanduanes, and Sorsogon in Bicol, Antique, Iloilo, Leyte, Southern Leyte, Northern Samar, Eastern Samar, Masbate, and Bohol in Visayas, and Davao City and Cagayan de Oro in Mindanao. You'll find Ticket Booth 1 on the eastern side of the second floor. From Gate 1, you'll see 24 Chicken, Puma, and McDonald's. Walk towards those establishments. You'll also pass by the LTO Licensing Office branch. The ticket booth area rests between Palawan Express and Potato Giant. It's located near the escalator leading to the LRT1 PITX station. Here are the routes covered by Ticket Booth 1. Just pause the video if you need more time to read the list. You'll spot Ticket Booth 2 across Gate 2. At first glance, it might seem like a hallway leading to the restroom, but it's really the ticket booth area. You'll know you're in the right place when you see Sbarro or Relps. This is where you'll go if you want to buy an ordinary or non-aircon bus ticket to Albay, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, and Catanduanes in the Bicol region. Searching for tickets going to Mindoro, Visayas, or Mindanao? Swing by Ticket Booth 3. Bus companies stationed here offer trips to Occidental Mindoro, Oriental Mindoro, Antique, Iloilo, Leyte, Southern Leyte, Northern Samar, Eastern Samar, Masbate, Bohol, Davao City, Davao del Norte, Cagayan de Oro, Dinagat Islands, and Zamboanga City. That's quite a list. Just a heads up, Ticket Booth 3 isn't the easiest to spot. It kind of looks like just another hallway tucked between the rows of food stalls across Gate 4. But that hallway actually leads you to a bunch of bus ticket counters. To find it easier, look for the T-Live and Chichabog stalls. Those are your landmarks. As of May 2025, here are the routes you can catch from Ticket Booth 3. Planning a trip to San Jose in Nueva Ecija or Olongapo City, or maybe heading to Batangas City, Lemery, Nasugbu, Lipa, or San Juan, you'll want to check out Ticket Booth 4. It's also the spot to go if you're taking an ordinary bus to Albay or Sorsogon in the Bicol region. You'll find Ticket Booth 4 on the eastern end of the second level, just a short stroll from Ticket Booth 1. It's hard to miss because there's a big signboard and it's right by the food court. It's also close to the escalator going up to the LRT1 PITX station. Here are the routes currently available at Ticket Booth 4. Ticket Booth 5 is not available and is temporarily closed when we visited in May 2025. So we'll jump to Ticket Booth 6. Ticket Booth 6 is located on the ground level across Gates 8 and 9, sitting next to McDonald's and Fashion Rack Designer outlet near Entrance 3. If you're heading to Quezon, Laguna, Pangasinan, Tuguegarao in Cagayan, and Baguio, you can get your ticket here. If you ever get hungry while waiting for your boarding time, don't worry. This place is packed with restaurants and food stalls, so whether you're craving a quick snack, a hearty meal, or just something sweet to lift your mood, you've got tons of options. Seriously, you won't run out of choices here. Most food spots are open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., so whether you're catching an early trip or waiting for a late ride, there's always something tasty nearby. Here are some of the food spots you can check out while you wait. We know that PITX is first and foremost a transport hub, but it isn't just about food and buses. You can actually squeeze in a little shopping while you're here. Forgot to pack something, or need to grab a few last-minute essentials, or maybe you're just trying to pass the time before your trip. There are tons of shops, stalls, and kiosks inside the terminal to explore. Need quick buys? The convenience stores and drugstores have your back. There's even a mini mart if you need more than just the basics. Like we've mentioned, PITX also has an LTO licensing office, and it also has a couple of health clinics. Here's a quick look at some of the shops and services you'll find inside PITX. Now on to some frequently asked questions. Do I need to book a ticket in advance? Not really. Some bus companies do offer online booking, which can be super convenient, but it's totally fine to just show up at PITX and buy your ticket on the spot. If you're taking a provincial bus, just head to the ticket booth that serves your destination. If you're hopping on a city bus or jeepney, you can go straight to their assigned gate and pay your fare when you get on your ride. Are there waiting areas at PITX? Definitely. You'll find lots of seating near the gates, so there's always a spot to rest while you wait. And if you'd rather wait with food, there are tons of restaurants and dining spots on both levels of the terminal where you can sit down, eat, and relax before your trip. Are there ATMs at PITX? Yes, there are several ATMs at PITX from different banks, so you've got options. There's even a BPI branch on the ground floor near Entrance 1. Here's where you can find the ATMs. How accessible is the PITX building? It's pretty convenient to move around PITX actually. There are 4 sets of escalators and the 2 elevators to help you get around. Escalator 1 is by Entrance 1. This will take you up to the 2nd level near ticket booths 1 and 4, and then all the way up to the 3rd level where the LRT1 PITX station connects. Super handy if you're catching a train. Escalator 2 is near Entrance 2 and Gate 5 and leads you to the 2nd floor close to the LTO. Then there's Escalator 3, which links the ground level by Entrances 3, Gates 7 and 8, and up to the 2nd level near Gates 1 and 2, as well as Ticket Booth 2. Lastly, Escalator 4 goes from the ground floor near Gates 9 and 10 up to the 2nd level between Gates 3 and 4. Now for elevators, there's one near Entrance 1 and Escalator 1 on the east side and another one across from Escalator 4 on the west side. If you need other facilities, the clinic, which also doubles as a breastfeeding room, is near Entrance 1 on the ground floor. Just look for Mr. Quickie or Villarica Pawn Shop. The Muslim prayer room is up on the 2nd level close to Ticket Booth 4. And of course, the restrooms. There are 6 in total, 2 on the ground floor and 4 upstairs, so you're never too far from one. Is there a parking area for private vehicles? Yes, the parking space on the 3rd level is open to the public 24/7. The regular rate is 60 pesos for both cars and motorcycles, while the overnight parking rate is 300 pesos regardless of whether it's a car or a motorcycle. If you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, and subscribe, and save our promo codes for discounts. Join us next time as we explore more of Metro Manila.